40% of Earth's land surface has been converted to agriculture. For conservation biologists, agriculture is often the enemy. The IUCN lists agriculture as a prime threat to biodiversity. However, agriculture need not be a biological desert. 10 years ago, biologists from the Center for Conservation Biology at Stanford University made an important discovery. Wildlife was persisting in the agricultural countryside of southern Costa Rica.
We were really surprised and delighted to find huge numbers and varieties of birds and butterflies, frogs, and other groups thriving in farmland. But we realized with further work that the key to sustaining these elements of nature in our life support systems is maintaining tree cover in countryside.
Maintaining trees certainly helps wildlife, but can low-intensity management help the farmers as well? Last year, Center for Conservation Biology researchers began a project investigating whether or not forests could support the native predators of crop pests.
We're at the Rio Negro coffee plantation, and we've started an experiment trying to figure out whether birds and bats are eating insect pests on coffee plantations. And to do this, we keep the birds and the bats off the coffee by constructing these mesh net cages. The birds can't enter inside, and therefore they cannot predate the insects, including coffee's primary insect pest, the coffee berry borer.
The coffee berry borer drills into coffee berries and consumes their insides. Viewed from the outside, the small entrance hole is enough to detect coffee berry borer presence. So what insights did the exclosure experiment yield?
This is the last day of the exclosure experiment. We're closing up all of the cages and taking the final data. And what we're finding is that birds and bats are indeed consuming the coffee berry borer.
Though we're still crunching the numbers, it looks like infestation doubles when birds and bats aren't allowed to access the coffee. But many questions still remain. Which species are the berry borer's main predators? Are these the birds and the bats that are dependent on small forest patches? The Center for Conservation Biology is launching new research to address these questions. First, the researchers will collect fecal samples. Next, they will use cutting-edge techniques to detect the DNA of the coffee berry borer in bird and bat feces. In this way, the most important predators will be identified. The final step will be to figure out where the most effective predators live. Once these hot spots are identified, researchers will bring this new information to farmers. In the end, farmers will be equipped with the information necessary to improve their yields while simultaneously conserving wildlife. To learn more about the Center for Conservation Biology, visit their website and help support their cause.